An Arizona man who painted his face and wore a hat with horns during the riots at the U.S. Capitol in January appeared before a judge today. NewsNation correspondent Michael Shore joining us live. And Michael, what happened to the so-called QAnon shaman?
Yeah, his name is Jacob Chansley Rudabeh, and he pleaded guilty to one count of obstructing an official proceeding. And what that has done to another one of the defendants is it gave them 8 months in jail. And this, of course, Chansley is the most recognizable, at the very least, of those Capitol rioters on January 6th, which it'll be 9 months or 8 months this coming Monday since that riot. And a lot of these trials have not been sort of dispensed with yet, but Chansley has pleaded that case. He's served 8 months already, and prosecutors are saying that they want him to serve a lot more, asking for between 41 and 51 months. Jacob Chansley's lawyer has said that he wants him released until that sentencing happens, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. The judge said he will release I guess, a result of that consideration at the beginning of next week. Rudabeh.
And Michael, give us some context here. How many Capitol rioters have been sentenced, and what is the typical punishment?
You know, the number is exactly 600 now. Those are federal charges. People have been charged in the federal system in Washington for what happened there. Of those 600, 521 are men, 79 are women. And what's really interesting is over 85% of these cases have really been brought to fruition because of the use of social media or other online presences. If you look at some of the other cases, I guess the most famous is in the death of Officer Brian Sicknick. You have Julian Cobber and George Tanios. Both men have been charged with 9 counts in the death of Sicknick, not for murder, but for events leading up to his death. He died a day after the riots. You'll recall Tanios also saying that he should be out of jail. Next week on the 8th, the judge will say whether or not one of those 2 men can be released. Rudabeh?